Welcome back to another episode of One, Two, Ooh, the podcast that breaks down the slams, the shocks, and the stories you care about in the wild world of professional wrestling. I'm your host, 8-Bit Mike, and today we've got some heavy news to break down, folks. WWE has released a new round of talent, and this one's a gut punch. Some fan favorites, rising stars, and a few names that had real potential to shake up the scene are gone. And welcome back to One, Two, Ooh. And we're going to cover all the WWE releases. It is a sad day for the world of wrestling, but let's get into it. Let's start with the big one. Literally, Braun Strowman, the monster among men, gone again. Now look, Braun's WWE story has always been a roller coaster. Monster push in 2017, Universal Champion in 2020 during the pandemic era, released in 2021, comes back in 2022 to a pop, gets paired with Ricochet, and then injuries slowed him down again. But this release, it stings. Dakota Kai, one of the pillars of NXT's women's roster during its black and gold heyday. She was just starting to hit her stride again with Damage Control before that story got muddled, and now she's gone. Huge loss. Dakota had a massive issue with injuries, and that's probably what really derailed her here. That's the only thing I can think of, but huge loss. Not just as a wrestler, but as a creative mind. Then there's Shayna Baszler, the Queen of Spades. Remember 2020 Shayna? Chamber Destruction, MMA killer vibe. WWE never truly let her become what she was in NXT. She should have been booked like a female Brock. Instead, we got start, stops, short title reigns, and now an exit. Kaden Carter and Katana Chance, that one shocked me. A fun, high-energy tag team that felt ready for the main roster's women's tag division. They had the chemistry, the presentation, and the crowd was starting to connect. WWE's tag scene just got a lot thinner. And then you've got Cora Jade and Gigi Dolin, two NXT talents who were right there. Gigi, fresh off her tag team title match, had momentum. The generation of Jade comes to an end in NXT. Now both are out before they even truly got to hit their next level. Riley Osborne, young, athletic, had the babyface energy. His matches were starting to click and fans were noticing. That one feels premature, but without Chase U and no real story progression, it makes sense. Eddie Thorpe had the look, the strikes, the presentation. He was just finding his groove before he disappeared from TV. They had just given him a win recently over Trick Williams, and now he's gone. This one shocked me. Jakara Jackson, part of Metaphor, one of the most entertaining acts in NXT TV. Her charisma jumped off the screen. You're telling me the WWE couldn't find something for her? This one is a complete shock considering we need more true tag teams to compete for the women's titles. Her and Lash Legend were the perfect team. And Gallus, the trio from NXT UK, Joe Coffey, Mark Coffey, Wolfgang, they brought a rugged, old school style, multiple time tag champs. Maybe they weren't everyone's cup of tea, but Gallus felt established. This isn't just a call it a day type of group. So where does this leave us? Honestly, it feels like the WWE is trimming the rosters ahead of another pivot. Whether that's new signings, more cross-promotion with TNA or Japan, or simply budget cuts. We've seen this playbook before, but the message it sends, no one's safe. And for fans, it's tough. You invest in these characters, these stories, and then poof, they're gone. If history tells us anything, talent always bounces back. Shayna Baszler in AEW, it makes perfect sense, especially with Mercedes Moné in the mix. Dakota Kai, imagine her linking back up with Deonna Purrazzo and Toni Storm in AEW or doing creative projects on her own. Strowman in TNA or even back to strongman competitions. Either way, he'll be visible. And don't sleep on Cora Jade and Gigi Dolin in the indies. These women have fans. They'll have options. Gallus back to the UK scene or even Japan. Totally plausible. So, to the released talents, thank you. Thank you for the moments, the matches, the potential you brought to the table. And to WWE, if you're going to cut this deep up, the follow-up better be worth it because fans are watching closely. Well, that's it for today's episode of 1, 2, Ooh. If you liked what you heard, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment with who you think got done dirty, and let's keep the conversation going. I'm 8-Bit Mike, and I'll catch you on the next count. Peace.